All right, guys. So first thing first, no tape. And yes, there's glass there. The tapey glass is over there. Huge shout out to No Time Auto Glass out of Tampa. Came out this morning, threw a new windshield in. I'm gonna put all the molding back, but I'm gonna kind of jerry rig it, and we're gonna either rib nut it or rivet it in because all the clips broke, and quite frankly, I don't care. I might rib nut it so that I can take it back off, but other than that, she's good. So we're gonna let it sit. I'm not gonna try and mess with it too much, so I don't screw up the glue. Give it some time to sit. It's obviously not going anywhere, so we just gotta be careful not to break it. But gosh, that's pretty. Oh, we've never had that clean of a glass, literally ever, because the other glass is chips and old and whatnot. So I'm super excited about this. This makes me happy. But this is what we're working on. So I bought this turbo manifold. It was designed for a Starlet. If anyone can tell, that's a little tall. So I'm currently pulling it back off. The person that built this didn't squish the runners and put them in the flange. So I'm going to start with just doing that and see if I can squish them and get them in the flange and then rebolt it to the header. What I'm hoping it'll do is pull this kind of this way and rotate everything down just a smidge. I just want to get it to the hood so the hood fits. If it's just below the hood, I don't care. And then once that's done, we're going to go through and I'm going to cut. So it's only tacked at the collector and it's tacked at the flange. So once I've figured out placement, I'm going to, one by one, I will cut a runner off, weld the whole runner up because they're half welded-ish. I'll go through and I'll weld all of the runner in. And then once the one runner's done, I will tack it back into place and I'll move to the next one and so on until all of the runners are done. And the only thing that will be left is the header flange and the collector. And we can do that on the bench. So let's start pulling some stuff. It's literally just one nut, but I'm not gonna sit here and go on camera until this nut comes off. So I'll see you in a minute. All right, so let me see if I can. Flange, obviously I cut the manifold off. I'm going to number them. That's 4. 3, 2, and 1. Red will be for flange. Black will be for the runners. And then this is 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 4 to 4, and 3 to 3. 3 already is pretty wobbly, so we're going to start with that one. So to give you an idea, like, yeah, this thing's gapped. We're going to do some fitting. Runner 3, just remove. I will say one thing I'm not a huge fan of with this collector is that middle section's not welded, but beggars can't be choosers, right? So now what we're gonna do this goes there. Probably should have labeled like which end was which. Let's do that before I screw up. All right, so F will be for flange. Flanges. Yeah. So we have 3F and then just the 3. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to remove any pre-existing weld like this. I'm just going to grind that off real quick, and then I'm going to put it in the vise, and I'm going to squish this from round into an oval shape so it fits into that oval flange. See the problem? We're gonna make those fit a little nicer. And then what I'll do is I'll take material off this if needed to get it to squish into that hole. But I think with enough squishing, this will just go in. And we're gonna do that to all four, and we're gonna reconnect into the collector and see where that puts us position-wise. So, I'm going to reposition you guys so you can see what I'm doing, but I'm gonna put you on time lapse. So, let's get started. Okay, so here's where we're at. Ugh. I have the runners all cut off except for 1 and 4. 3 just bumped into you guys. Currently, this fits like this. But I need to tacky-tack so it stays like this, and then go test fit it in the car again. Because I don't know if I moved it enough to fix the problem. So, I'm gonna work on that. You saw me tack it in to the flange. You can see that fits in that hole significantly better than it was. Still not perfect, but a lot better than it was. I'm gonna weld inside and outside just to be safe, and then we'll just give it a quick buzz with the port tool that we use to port these open. I was gonna port more, but I was concerned with getting too close to some of the bolt holes, and it just wasn't worth it. So, runner 4 is like a halfway in, so it's like in on one side but not on the other, which I'm not super thrilled about, but I mean, definitely could be worse. So I'm gonna figure out doing tacks on this, and then I don't want to do any more than like tacks, because literally there's not a single full weld on anything other than the collector. So tacks only, that way I can nice quick easy zip and take them off, back purge them, full weld them. I have to go get argon today too, and I'm using, if any of you are observant, I'm using the girl's helmet because my helmet took a poop yesterday, so I have to get one of those as well. All right, let's get started. this again. Hopefully it's unappropriate. Jesus. I love soccer, Mom. If you've never talked to the KSR people, they're great people. Kevin's the only one I haven't actually talked to. I've talked to the rest of the KSR team at like FL2K and stuff. All of them are super nice and like super helpful. I was like asking them suspension adjustments and shit like that, and they're like, yeah, try this, do this. Like super, super nice people. Let out early, 11.
put the spicy tune-up in Ruby. Here they are. On the first board. On the two stuff. There he goes. He goes and he stays in it. He's put some good speed in the left lane, but is it going to be enough? Ain't enough. A 6-4-3 for Ruby. Raise the ball and moving on to the track. That's my dentist in the right lane, and he's Jack Stan's dentist. This should be a good match right here.
At 155, you went out hard.
So far, Kevin Smith and Soccer